Bitcoin has crashed. It has broken out of that rising channel that we had, and it's currently in a downtrend after failing to hold the breakout. This is weak price action, but it means risk is elevated and things are pretty choppy right now. In this video, I'm going to share my screen, go over the trend lines, show you the broken resistance and the levels that I'm watching next. Real quick, I'm Harvinder. I've been in Bitcoin since 2015 and I've been making these video updates since 2022. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Okay, so this is the channel that I was looking at, and all is not lost. I mean, I always say trend lines are just, lines in the sand, and you've got to pivot and adjust as the chart moves, and that's what we need to do here. I mean, if you look at this level here that I was watching, it was very good price action to the point where we had a buy signal, but unfortunately, recent events in the news has broken the structure, and so I'm just cautious right now. We could just very well rebound out of here, reversal. Let's have a look at the other charts, because like this one I always keep an eye on. This is the stablecoin dominance chart, and unfortunately this had broken out of this resistance trend line. And what does this mean? I'm going to delete these and just tidy this up a little bit, because the correlation here is, as this goes up, Bitcoin price goes down. As this goes down, Bitcoin price goes up. So really, we've just got to draw new levels, like something like that. And we've got to hope it doesn't really break out of here. We want to continue to trend down, so the Bitcoin price goes up. So that's one chart. But there is a danger of just breaking up and going even further, and that would mean even more weak price action from Bitcoin. Let's have a look at... I don't know why. I need to look into this coin. This coin has just defied everything. It's just gone crazy. Axis. I do remember this coin from a while back. Back in the last cycle, actually. So yeah, I have no idea why this is still pumping. There's definitely something going on behind the scenes there. Everything else is... everything else is, kind of broken down. But because it's broken down so hard, this could be a good point for a bounce. No one knows. We're just going to have to take it step by step. But at this rate, I probably do see further falling, which is why I'm looking at the macro charts. The good thing, the US dollar fell, so that's good. S&P 500, this closed had a really bad day yesterday. And annoyingly, I did forecast this. Like, if you remember, I said, I see this rising compression here. Normally breaks out to the downside, which it did. And will it go this low? It normally goes to the bottom of the structure, which is about here, which would be a really big crash in terms of the S&P 500. But, let's see what happens when they open up today. The Russell is still holding some kind of shape, so that's good. I'm happy to see that. Gold continues to defy the odds. Excuse me. Silver, platinum is starting to break out. I think it probably will hit this level. Copper, gas. All these stocks took a big tumble. Support broken everywhere across the board. Amazon, Google. Well, look, the good thing is, it's not like it's just Bitcoin. Everything has crashed. And will it go lower? That's the dangerous thing. I do know for sure they will go back up, but they're probably going to go down first before they recover. And that's the trade-off. Can you sit in that pain and just wait? And most people can't. So, I like to just focus on the charts, and the charts don't look good. The charts are showing to me that the price is probably going to continue to fall. And, that's my feeling at the moment. It will recover. It will. And so in situations like this, I just zoom out and I look at, all right, what's the next support level? Because you've just got to take it level by level. Will it hit this level here that I was talking about a couple of weeks ago? It's possible. And that would actually be a pretty good move. Because when you see a situation like this is a fall in price, rising channel, and then it just continues to fall. So technically that would be a very good move. And, for it to bounce from here, that would be amazing. So in terms of support levels, yeah, I would say, look, there's a couple. There's 80k, and then there's that 75k level. So yeah, right now, as things stand, prices are more likely to fall than go up, but they will recover. That's the caveat. And it is a question of, do you want to hold through this? And the painful thing is if you're holding alts, because if Bitcoin drops 10%, alts will probably drop 20-30%. And alts, there's no guarantee that they'll recover either. And so I want to go back to this chart here that I drew. And we need to get out of the noise. I'll explain what I mean by that. Let me go into a cleaner chart. So right now, we're just in a noise zone. So if we, let me draw a shape, let me draw a rectangle. So we're in this noise over here. And really, until it breaks out either way, there's not much to say. I mean, I'm actually going to change this black because, and I'm going to change the opacity. So until Bitcoin goes up or down, it is one of those situations where we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it is in the channel. And so what I'm trying to basically get at is we either need Bitcoin to break out here, or to confirm an uptrend, or to break out here to confirm a downtrend. So that's what we're really waiting on. And going back to this chart here, it's the same situation here. Let me copy and paste that over. Because the truth is, no one knows if we're in a bull trend or we're in an uptrend. Sorry, no one knows if we're in a bull trend or a bear trend until after the fact. That's the truth. If you look at previous cycles, not many people called it there and then. A few people did, but we normally just had to wait. So it's the same thing here. Right now, we're in that grey area where we could be in a bull trend or we could be in a downtrend. And if it breaks out to the upside out of this black box, then we're still in the bull trend. If it breaks to the downside, then yeah, we have been in a bear trend all this time. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. Bitcoin price will recover, but are we in a downtrend? Are we in an uptrend? I'm in two minds here. I want us to be in a bull trend still because I want one last run, but then I don't want to delude myself either, because if we are in a bear trend, we're in a bear trend. But the price will recover. I've always said if you buy and hold Bitcoin, I think the math is like 3-4 years, then you're pretty much 100% guaranteed to be in the black, in profit. And so I'm not sure if we're... One of the theories I had a few months ago, and I put this out to a few friends, and I might have talked about it on this channel, is that they stopped QT last year, and now they're going to start, well, they've probably already started QE, quantitative easing. But sometimes you need a reason to pump money into the economy. And so my thoughts were, look, they're probably going to crash things. And then once they've crashed everything, they're going to have the excuse, we need to fix things now, so let's print a bunch of money and pump everything back up. So that could be happening. Like if you look at the charts, everything's bearish, everything's in a downtrend. And so, yeah, that would be cool if that worked out, because I remember speaking about that a few months ago. But either way, things will recover. Right now, I know things aren't great, but if you stick it out and know how to invest properly, then you'll be okay. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I make these video updates every day, so if you find them useful, subscribe, share with someone who might also find it useful, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you.